Yo, it's White Try Guys, aka Harambe, calling my way into a brand new video, and welcome back to another live stream here. And as you can see, we're back on the FIFA 17 grind with Manchester City here in this one. So you guys do enjoy hitting that like button down below. Make sure to tweet out, share it with your friends. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, all my links down below in the description. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, Snapchat. Everything you need is all down below in the description. Make sure to follow them, keep up to date with what I do. As you can see, we're 6 points behind Chelsea. Let's see if we try and close the gap on the leading. Jimbo's in the stream, and Canada, thank you for joining the stream. I want to apologise, it is a late one. I was ending up going to wait, but obviously as the time I was waiting for this person to finish, it was getting later and later, and if we don't start soon, there wouldn't be a double stream and I wouldn't get to do the FIFA 17 grand like I promised you guys. So what I did, I just decided to just go ahead and start it. I was trying to wait as late as possible, but I can't really wait any more time. But as you can see, we're going to play some FIFA 17 back with Manchester City. We'll have to see how we get on in this one. But yeah, as you can see, we're going to be against Leeds in the first one like so. I'm playing Murder Mystery, fair enough. And fair enough, hopefully you're having a good day. But as you can see, we're against Leeds in this one. Don't know what game it is actually. Is it a cup game or not? It might be a cup game, who knows. But yeah, we're going to play some of this. We're just going to chill, have some fun. Like so. But yeah, once again, I apologise for making it so late. I did actually try and plan this for 8. But yeah. Want to join later if you want. I don't know if I will join later, to be honest. I should get some more videos done. I did get a Fortnite video on. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that Fortnite video. Clueless, class, and watch out from 8 AM to 1 PM. 50 versus 50 will be back. Well, if I am meant to be streaming Fortnite, probably 4 o'clock. Or what I could do one long stream. I don't know, I've not really thought of much about Fortnite. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Well, Fortnite stream should be tomorrow. I might do it at 4. So who knows. But as you can see, we're underway in this game. I'm your match commentator today, White Try Guys, in this one between Manchester City and Leeds. Who's going to come out on top? We'll have to wait and see in this one. As you can see, we're underway in this, and Leeds is off to a great start here, putting the ball into the box. Here comes Leeds, coming forward now on this near side. Ball into the box now. Cleared by Manchester City. And now Manchester City looking to counter-attack. Intercepted by Leeds, but won back. Nicely done by Manchester City now. And here comes Manchester City. Through ball now. Mistake. And that attack comes to nothing as Leeds clear the danger. And it is a Manchester throwing. Manaman, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. Here we go from the corner now. Cross comes in, cleared by Leeds. Here comes Manchester City after pinching it in a dangerous position into the box. Here comes Manchester City now into the area. Mistake by the defender, but they managed to regain it and clear the line. Won back by Manchester City. Pinched by Leeds. Here comes Leeds on the counter-attack now, down the centre. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Ball over the top now. Nicely done, flicked on. And that attack comes to nothing, as it didn't stick to the midfielder. And yeah, Leeds are back into possession. And now up the other end, on this near side, stretching their legs. Won back by Manchester City. Nicely done on this near side. Over the top ball now, and there's some space for Sane. Here comes Sane coming forward. Cuts inside now. Ball into the box. Blocked by Leeds. One back. Kept in. Nicely done on this near side once again. Stretching the legs on the opposing defender. Here comes Manchester City after giving it away cheaply by Leeds. 20 minutes gone, it's still Manchester City 0, Leeds 0. Not much has really happened in this game. Both teams struggling to keep possession. Cuts back now. Ball into the back post here. It's that one. He's hit the post. At the back of the ball. Big chance for Manchester City. Switches the play beautifully with that cross. Runs at the post. Went for the header. And it hits the post. And that attack comes 2-0. And as you can see, we ended up shooting, and Leeds got it back in position. I'm trying to put my controller on charge, like so. I'll have to wait a sec. There we go, one back by Manchester City. Plays it forward once again. Here comes Manchester City, blocked it now. Slide tackle comes in. Nicely done, won it back. Referee give a free kick here. Just into the Manchester City's half here. And it was an okay tackle. I thought we got the ball, but it wasn't to be in that. And it's a Leeds free kick, and they put it into the box. One back by Manchester City, but only briefly. Here comes Leeds. Takes a shot wide of the post, and that attack comes to nothing. 30 minutes gone if you just joined us in this game. Manchester City 0, Leeds 0. Manchester City had a big chance moments before. A ball comes in from the back post. Free header hits the post and cleared by Leeds. But since then, Leeds had a decent chance in as well. Manchester City is trying to build the pressure on here, but giving away cheaply in possession. Now here comes Leeds, but intercepted, very crucial for Manchester City. Given away by Manchester City once again. Here comes Leeds in the centre. Can they find a pass? They have done now on this near side. One back by Manchester City, but it runs out for a throw-in to Leeds. As you can see, 35 minutes gone, still 0-0 in this game. Who's going to get the break that deadlock in this one? Here comes Leeds. Ball into the box. Heads it, goes behind for a corner. Big chance for Leeds here. Can they break the deadlock just at the end of the first half? Comes in, hits the defender, goes behind for another corner. Leeds are building the pressure on this Manchester City defence. Ball comes in, keeper comes and punches it. Still not clear the danger yet, because out on this far side. Ball into the box, dealt with by Manchester City. Hasn't cleared fully though. Here comes Leeds out on this near side. Intercepted by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Final 5 minutes in this game. Who's going to break the deadlock early in the first half? Going forward now with Panderson. Can he put a ball into the box? Has done now. Deflected behind for a corner. And is there yet going to be a late twist in the first time whistle here? Ball into the box now. Has it cleared by the defender? He shoots. It's a goal. The deadlock has been broken. And it's Vincent Kompany who has broken the deadlock here. Ball comes in. Defending clear. Panderson's shot. Hits the defender. Kompany with the rebound. Into the back of net. And Manchester City are leading here against Leeds United here in this game. At the dire moments of half-time. And has the momentum changed? Can Leeds do anything about it just before half-time whistle? Probably not. It might be a little bit late, but the time is ticking. And Manchester City won it back in possession. How is Leeds responding? Not very good, because here comes Manchester City into the box. Ball into the box now. Back post, heads it. Cleared by Leeds. And that tap comes to nothing. And that is it for the half-time whistle annual match commentary on Manchester City. Going into the half-time break. 1-0 at the end, ended the half very strongly, and Leeds has to do it all in the second half. Carry on, Wide Driver. I don't, Wide Driver, have you seen the video? Right, so, I'm playing Roblox right now, if you guys playing so. I don't know, Jonathan, but welcome to the stream, like so. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome time in this live stream, like so. As you can see now, we're underway in the second half. Annual match commentator today. Why try, guys, in this one between Leeds and Manchester City. As you can see, Manchester City are leading 1-0. If you just joined us in this one, it came from a corner, a set piece by Manchester City. Mistake by the defender, didn't clear the lines in the end, and Manchester City broke the deadlock in this one. Here comes Leeds City now into the box, and they've won a corner here, deflected behind for a corner. Here comes Leeds from this corner. Ball goes in. Keeper comes, catches it, and breaks down that attack. Here comes Manchester City after the defence. Mistake by the defender. Nicely done. Moving it now left to right. Ball over the top now. Flipped on by Manchester City, but intercepted by Leeds, and that attack comes to nothing. And here comes Leeds on this near side into the centre, intercepted by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City, trying to play a through ball. Nothing's happened so far. Back into Leeds possession. If you just join us in the second half, Manchester City still leading 1-0 at the dying end of the first half whistle. But not much has really happened in the second half so far. Both teams struggling to keep possession in this one so far. Here comes Manchester City though, coming forward, intercepted by Leeds. Here comes Leeds on the counter-attack now. Here comes Leeds coming forward now on this near side. Can they put a ball into the box yet? Still hasn't done it yet. Have it now. It's a free header. It's wide of the post, and that attack comes to nothing. Goal kick to Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, flicked on, intercepted by Leeds. Pandici's has come off, I believe now, and I think they got assists in that, or he didn't play a really much of a good game. But if you are just joining us in this one so far, as I said, Manchester City is leading 1-0 here in this game against Leeds at the dying end of the half-time whistle. But not really much has happened. Leeds is probably done the better of the two teams in this second half and look like more like they're going to score in this one due to just keeping the ball better than Manchester City. But here comes Manchester City coming forward now, cuts back into the box, ball into the box now. Here comes Manchester City, keeper catches it, that attack comes to nothing. But much better from Manchester City in the second half. Hasn't really shown much yet in the second half. It's been pretty much all Leeds so far. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again down the centre, switches it now to this near side, back into the centre. Here comes Manchester City, through ball in, didn't work out then, won back by Leeds. Here comes Leeds up the other end now on this near side, ball into the centre, nicely done. Here comes Leeds, 1-2 football. Here comes Leeds breaking down the Manchester City defence. That was a crucial tackle, and that attack comes to nothing. Ball over the top by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, cuts back now. Can he find the cross? He has done now, blocked by Leeds, and that attack comes to nothing. You just joined us in this game, 15 minutes left. Manchester City still hanging on, 1-0 here, and the goal came at the end of the first half whistle, and Leeds switched off for a brief second, and that's what is separating these sides at this current stage. Here comes Leeds, just in the Manchester City half. Turning now, beats past one defender, beats past another, stretching the legs now on this far side. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, 1-2 football. Flipped on now. Here comes Manchester City. Slide tackle comes in, and it's a free kick in the opposition half. Final 10 minutes to go. Is Leeds going to get one back, or is Manchester City going to double the lead? Here comes Manchester City, shoots! It's a screamer! It's gone into the back of the net, and Manchester City has doubled the lead in this game, and it was a wonderful strike. Quick free kick, plays it into centre, takes one touch out of his feet, shoots about 28 yards out surely. It creeps into the bottom of the net, and it's an absolutely beautiful goal by Manchester City. Gigungan outside the box, into the back of the net, and Manchester City are 2-0 up in this game. And Leeds has got it all to do in the final 8 minutes in this, but it's at the dying moments of this game. Leeds City didn't close them down, and they've got it all to do. And here comes Leeds now coming forward again. And as you can see, keeper comes and collects it, and that attack comes to nothing. But how did Leeds go win after going behind 2 goals by Manchester City? They responded quite well. Why try? They responded quite well because they had a big chance there. Mainly should have scored. Will they regret that chance? Who knows? But Manchester City building the pressure again on this near far side, and Leeds are back in possession after clearing the danger. And it's the final few minutes in this game. Is there going to be a late goal in this one? Can Leeds get back in it, or is it a little bit too late? Here comes Leeds on this far side, intercepted by Manchester City. Throwing to Leeds. Here comes Leeds coming forward on this far side. Can they put the ball into the box? Hasn't done it yet. Here comes Leeds now, ball into the box. Keeper comes and punches it, still not fully cleared yet. Here comes Leeds into the area now. Cleared by Manchester City briefly. Hits the defender onto the keeper's legs. Goes behind for a corner to Leeds. Here comes Leeds building the pressure. Manchester City clear. Keeps the clean sheet and wins 2-0. So GG on that one. So Manchester City finishes 2-0. Kawhi is in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. I shall make a montage of you singing and trying to rap. What you on about? Have fun watching your Christmas film, Kawhi. If you're up to catching up at some point over the holidays, let me know. We haven't spoken in a while. Ashley's in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hi, White Tribe. Just got done watching a new movie. Well, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. I'm good. Just got back home from watching a movie. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you guys are good. Having a wonderful time. But it is finished. Leeds United 0. Manchester City 2. And as you can see, it is going to be Chelsea against Arsenal. Have we closed the gap to 3 points? Let's hope so. We need to close the gap on the leaders here. And as you can see, we did do it. Chelsea won. Which is a little bit disappointed. We need to close the gap on the leaders. They will lose more games. And we just got to win ours. Right, so, but GG. Well, what a goal that was, man. That's probably my best goal I've scored on FIFA 17, to be honest. I don't score many goals. You guys know that. I normally score inside the box. Like so. But we're going to carry on. We're going to skip the next few days. And we're going to move into the February half-time here with Stoke. Now, we're in the February 2018. And as you can see, it is going to be against Stoke. Chelsea hasn't played yet. I don't know who they're playing it. Hopefully they lose. So we can close the gap on the Premier League leaguers here. I wonder if we can win it. I wonder if we can win our first season, because we was doing okay at Brighton. We had a bad spell at Dortmund, but we're back in the Premier League. And we're showing we are capable with playing with the very, very best. Like so. As you can see, we're just warming up again. I'm not very good. I'm not very good at free kicks, to be honest. Like so. I don't know why I'm not good at free kicks, but yeah, I am terrible, and I don't know why. Like so, it just doesn't swing. But as you can see, we're going to get in this one. I'm going to be your match commentator today in this one at White Tribe, guys, between Manchester City and Stoke here. Who's going to come out top? Make sure to stick around in this one, and I'll give you all the updates in this game. Last time out, Manchester City won Leeds 2-0, both at the dying end of both halves. But it was a stunning goal, what secured the victory in that one. And hopefully it is another same performance by Manchester City. But as you can see now, here comes Manchester City coming forward now, starting off very well. Takes a touch, won back by Stoke. Here comes Stoke playing it out from the back. 5 minutes gone, not much really happened. Both chance tried and put the early pressure on. Nothing's happened too much yet, and it goes out for Manchester City throwing. Quick throwing in from Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward down the centre. Plays it back into the centre now. Switches it now out to this far side. Ball into the box. Heads on. It's a goal. The deadlock has been broken. And Manchester City has taken the lead inside the opening 10 minutes of this game. Switches it out wide. Ball into the box. Beats the defender in there. Into the back of the net. And Manchester City 1. Stoke City 0. What a start from the home team. And Manchester City are in control in this game. And how is Stoke going to respond to that after starting okay, but a free header into the box? Manchester City obviously was going to win, but that's okay by Stoke. Put the ball into the box, and that nothing happened on that. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester. How has Stoke responded from going behind so far? It's been okay. It's not been ideal great. Manchester City though back in possession, but not really much has happened since the opening goal at this moment. Coming up to the quarter hour now. Manchester City pinch the ball, but it runs out for a Stoke City throw-in. Here comes Stoke coming forward once again. And another throw-in by Manchester City. He's going to go back. No, he's not. And here comes Stoke on this far side, stretching the legs on the opposition. How is Stoke managing going behind? They're building the pressure now. We'll stick with us now in this live action. Here comes Stoke, shoots. Much better from Stoke. Made the save, and it goes behind for a corner to Stoke. Here comes Stoke, building the pressure now. Keeper comes, catches it, and that attack comes to nothing. And nicely done there by Manchester City, but given away, well won back by Stoke, and that attack broke down to nothing. Now switching it to this far side. Here comes Stoke in the centre. Here comes Stoke coming past one defender, won back by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Now Manchester City looking to counter-attack now. Down the centre, here comes Manchester City, playing it across now. Sees this space on this near side. Ball into the box now. Here comes Manchester City, free header straight into the keeper's hand. And that comes to nothing. It looks like Stoke's man a little bit injured there, which is good for us. Maybe they can make a sub and take that person off. But won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward again into the Stoke City box. Defended well. Goes out for Manchester City. If you just joined us in this game, Manchester City leading 1-0 after a free header into the box like so. And Stoke City hasn't done anything too decent yet. They've had a few chances, nothing major though. Here comes Stoke, won back by Manchester City, building the pressure once again. Into the Stokes half they go, flipped on nicely. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now, 1-2 football, tries to play through ball, didn't work out then, cleared by Stoke. Here comes Stoke, playing it out from the back, pinched by Manchester City, only briefly though. Stoke clears the line, and that attack comes to nothing, won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on this far side, back into the centre now. Tried to pass it to Panacida, intercepted. Here comes Manchester City, through ball into the box, overhit, goes behind for a goal kick. Not long left in the first half here. It's still Manchester City leading 1-0 from that early goal. After a free header really. And here comes Manchester City stretching the leg now on this near side. Ball into the box. And they've won a corner after a tackle made by the defender. Ball goes in. Not cleared by Stoke. Still hasn't cleared yet. Blocked it now. Heads it down into the keeper's path. And that attack comes to nothing. Stoke hasn't really done much since the goal. It looks like Manchester City could be breaking the second goal here. Most likely to score in this one. But Stoke is coming forward again. Can they get a late goal just before the first half whistle? Here comes Manchester City though, after pinching it in possession. Won back by Stoke. Here comes Stoke now on this near side, stretching the leg into the centre a little bit. Now back to Stoke, switches it across now in the centre. Plays it now, intercepted, no it wasn't, a mistake there. Turns to the box, here comes Stoke into the area, plays it across, shoots. Poor shot into the keeper's path, and that attack comes to nothing. And here comes Manchester City on the counter. Is there going to be a late goal at the end of the half-time whistle here? Cuts back now, nicely done. Ball into the box. Here comes Panacida on the full volley. Keeper comes and collects it. That attack comes to nothing. And that was the last attack before half-time whistle. Yes, it was. We're going into an interval break. Manchester City leading 1-0. Raptor Gaming, welcome to the stream. Junior says hi. I subbed and supported Manchester City, so I like this. Well, thank you for supporting the channel. And we will be going as much as we can before Christmas, before we make the transfer to FIFA 18, and we'll start a whole new career mode. That's all. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for joining the stream. Thank you, Canada. A great place and a great guy. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. William Plays is also in a live stream in this one as well. Welcome to the stream. Make sure to welcome them to the stream as well. You guys are the best fans in the world. And as you can see, we're going to get right into the second half here in this game. I'm your match commentator, White Dry guys, in this one between Manchester City and Stoke. And as you can see, Manchester City are leading 1-0 here from an early goal in the end of the first half whistle. And can the Stoke City get back in it? We'll have to wait and see. But Stoke City cleared the lines. Not much has happened at the moment, with Manchester City just back in possession here, and they're coming forward once again. They're ending like they did in the first half, building the pressure on Stoke. Manchester City wins a throw-in. Here comes Manchester City, quick throw-in now. Flicked on, runs into trouble, cleared by Stoke, but back into Manchester City's possession. Here comes Manchester City, coming forward now, down the centre into the box. Tackle goes in. We pulled for a penalty, didn't give it. Stoke still hasn't cleared the danger yet. Cleared the danger now, and that was a big call by the referee by not giving the penalty to Manchester City. Probably just got enough of the ball, to be honest. Here comes Stoke City on the counter-attack now, on this near side. Are they going to put a ball into the box? No, they're not. Intercepted by Manchester City, but given away straight away. Here comes Manchester City. Pinches it briefly, but Stoke is back in possession. Here comes Stoke. Slide tackle comes in. One back by Manchester City, only briefly. Still hasn't cleared the danger yet. Here comes Stoke on this near side. Big chance for the away team. Can they put a ball into the box? They play it back instead. Across the centre now. Here comes Manchester City. Wins a goal kick after Stoke City pulled it wide. And that attack comes to nothing. Half an hour left to play. It's still Manchester City 1, Stoke City 0. Big chance from Stoke there. Just moments before, big chance, but they didn't take it. Here comes Manchester City. Ball over the top. Hasn't cleared yet. Keeper comes, punches it, and Stoke City clears the line. But that was another big chance for Manchester City. Here comes Stoke though, not building the pressure once again. Down the centre. Turns past one. Can he pass it to this near side? He has done now. Here comes Stoke City. Cuts back. Stretching the legs now on the opposing. Intercepted. And that attack comes to nothing but intercepted briefly. And here comes Stoke. Slide tackle comes in. One back by Manchester City. Switches the play now to this near side. Kept in very nicely. Plays it forward. One touch football. Here comes Manchester City. Intercepted by Stoke. And that attack comes to nothing, and they cleared the danger again. But here comes Stoke City on the counter-attack. Through ball now. Can they get a cross in? Intercepted by Manchester City. And Stoke has won a throw-in in a dangerous position. If you've just joined us in this game, Manchester City leading 1-0 in the early half. On the opening half, first few minutes of the game. But as you can see now, Stoke building pressure. Shoots wide of the post. And that attack comes to nothing. But it's Stoke. It's building the pressure on second place Manchester City here. Flicked on by Manchester City, but it's straight into Stoke's possession. And now subs come off, pan season's off, and that Aguero's coming on. And as you can see, here comes Stoke City. Hasn't given up the fight yet. Building the pressure on Manchester City. Hits the defender, goes into the keeper path, and that attack comes to nothing. Is Stoke City going to regret not taking these chances? Who knows now? Here comes Manchester City, nicely done, into the area now. Shoot, it's a goal! And Manchester City double the lead, and it comes to the home team here on the counter-attack. Stoke City building the pressure. Nicely worked by Manchester City on the counter, into the back of the net. 2-0. And surely it is all over now with 12 minutes to go. Can Stoke got to respond on this? Have they got anything left in the tap? Or is Manchester City ran away with this game and got another 3 points? Here comes Manchester City once again. This time switching the play now to this far side. Can he keep it in? And just didn't keep it in. And it goes out for a Stoke throw-in. Here comes Stoke clearing the lines once again. A little bit shaken after going behind by 2 goals. Here comes Manchester City. Plays a through ball, this time intercepted by Stoke. Stoke hasn't given up the fight yet. Here comes Stoke once again on this down the centre now. Beats past one defender, plays it in. Slide tackle comes in, missed. Here comes Stoke now on this far side, cuts back. Here comes Stoke, hasn't given up now. Ball into the box. Cleared by Manchester City. Only briefly now, shoots, hits the defender. And it's still not cleared yet by Manchester City. Saved. Cleared by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing, but it's still not cleared yet. And here comes Stoke building the pressure once again on Manchester City. Ball over the top, trying to stretch the legs of the opposition. One back by Stoke. Here comes Stoke. Final few minutes of this game. Is it going to be a little too late? Can they put a ball into the box? Have done now. Won back by Manchester City. Slide tackle comes in, hasn't missed. Here comes Stoke. Won back by Manchester City. Straight into the path, and that attack comes to nothing. But look at all this space over here for Jesus. 1v3 here. Pulls it back. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots and pulls it wide. And that was a big chance there. 1 versus 3. Puts it wide. And it finishes Manchester City 2. Stoke City 0. I don't know. I'm doing good. Didn't realise why Troy was still streaming until now. No worries, William. I think everyone's kind of tired, to be honest. Like so. Foosball, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time in this one. If you do enjoy, hit that like button down below. Make sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Let's try and aim for 15 likes in this one. Also, you know, rocking the Mercedes hat as we do best. And as you can see, we're getting ready. Is that the Champions League? Is that the Wait, did we qualify for the Champions League? Hold on. Hold on a sec. What is blue? European. Oh, we're in the Euro League. Wait, what was the other one? Oh yeah, we're in the Europa League now, because we got knocked out in the Champions League, like so. Why try? How old you know the start? How did you know the start? Well, to be honest, I was like, who sent this, right? And you responded to that tweet, okay? Saying it could have been on about your channel. So if you wasn't going to respond, they probably wouldn't have thought it was you, but you responded, like so. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the stream, DarkFox1203. Hopefully you're having an awesome time in the stream. Hi, Drew North again. And as you can see, we're going into the Europa after we didn't actually, you know, qualify for the Champions League. We got knocked out. But the manager decided to play us, so we can't let him down, like so. So we're in the Europa, and that means you're going to be joined with your match commentator. But as you can see, we're against Marcel, like so. I always give myself away, yes. Like so. But I'm glad you enjoy. I'm glad you enjoy. Like so. But welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you for taking time out your day to come and join this live stream. We know we do one stream a day, but this whole week we'll be doing 2, either Minecraft or Fortnite or a FIFA stream, like so. So yeah, we do normally do one. Your subs are so welcome. I know they are the best fans anyone can have. Honestly, that is the truth. Oh, nicely done there. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. They are amazing, Dark Fox. Honestly, one of the best. You can't ask for better fans. But as you can see, I'm going to get into this match commentary between Marcel and Manchester City in this Europa game here. Panda season starts. Let's see how Manchester City gets on. Last time out, Manchester City won 2-0 against Stoke. How are they going to respond against the French team here? Ball into the box now. And cleared by Marcel. We're going to have to wait and see. But a good start from Manchester City. Building the pressure on the French team. And winning it back in possession. Here comes Manchester City. Coming forward once again. This time through ball comes in. Intercepted by Marcel on this near side. Coming forward now. Do apologise if I said any teams wrong. Yeah, the manager didn't pick us for the Champions League, and we got knocked out for the Champions League, dude. That's why we're in the Europa, like so. But as you can see, and we're on world class too. As you can see, it's a throw-in to Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, stretching the legs and giving away cheaply, and that comes to nothing. Cleared by Marcel. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again, offside, and that tap comes to nothing. How is both teams responding in the opening 10 minutes here? Manchester City looking like the stronger team, with coming forward with all the attacks, and most likely going to score the opening goal in this one. And as you can see now, Manchester City briefly won it back in possession. But here comes Marcel, won back by Manchester City. But it's a free kick to Marcel here. And just in the Manchester City half, are they going to put the ball into the box? Yes, they have. Here comes Marcel, hasn't cleared fully by Manchester City, and the deadlock has been broken, and Marcel has broken the deadlock. Long ball goes in, flips on, takes a touch, on the full volley, on the turn, and Marcel has broken the deadlock out of nowhere there. 14 minutes gone, and Manchester City are behind in this one. And it came out of nowhere, to be honest. Marcel breaking the deadlock, and Manchester City got it all to do in this half, turning left and right. Here comes Manchester City trying to build the pressure once again on this far side. Cuts back now. Can he put a ball into the box? Hasn't done it yet. Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box now. Not cleared by the defender. Here comes Manchester City. Turns, shoots, blocked. Cleared by Marcel. Manchester City's been the better team throughout, but switched off in a set piece has cost them the lead so far. Here comes Marcel stretching the legs once again. Wins a throw-in. Manchester City's got to be careful they don't go too behind here in this game. Here comes Marcel on this far side. Cuts back now into the Manchester City box. Won back by Manchester City, but given away cheaply there by Manchester City now. Trying to build the pressure on Marcel defence, and they clear the danger, and that attack comes to nothing. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again, building the pressure. Won back briefly by Pandicida. Here comes Manchester City, cleared the lines, and now Manchester City back in possession after Marcel cleared the lines. Here comes Manchester City, through ball in, cleared by Marcel. Much better from Manchester City. They still haven't broken the deadlock. They're building the pressure, but they're struggling in the final third. Here comes Marcel coming forward once again, intercepted briefly by Manchester City. Ball over the top now to Manchester City, into the box now, takes a touch, shoots, it's hit the post, and Marcel clears the line. Big chance for Manchester City into the box, took a touch, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City. Hasn't cleared the lines yet by Marcel. Ball into the box. But once again, big chance for Manchester City. Ball comes in, hits the shot, hits the post, and Marcel clears the danger. Manchester City hasn't given up yet. Here comes Manchester City, losing it now in possession. Won it back, and that attack came to nothing. But Manchester City responding very nicely now, and looking to get an equaliser in this game. But as you can see, switched beautifully by Pandicida. No one into the box yet. Here comes Manchester City, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Manchester City are trailing 1-0 from the early goal of Marcel in the opening 15 minutes. It came after a mistake by the defender, not putting pressure and allowing the person to turn on the full volley and shooting. But nicely tackled, done by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on this near side, stretching the legs, but won back by Marcel, and that attack comes nothing. Final few minutes of this opening half, still Manchester City trailing 1-0. It's going to be yet a late twist in this half. Here comes Manchester City, tries to play through ball, hasn't cleared yet. Onto this far side, near side, ball into the box. Pandicida comes to try to collect it, and that attack comes to nothing. That was a mid-judge there by the striker, and it's a throw into Marcel on this far side. Here comes Marcel, kicks it out for a throw into Manchester City. Has Manchester City got one last attack before the end of the half whistle? Wins a corner. One last attack for Manchester City. Ball into the box. Here comes Manchester City. Hasn't cleared fully yet. Shoots. Blocked and cleared by Marcel. And that's surely going to be it for the half-time whistle, unless Manchester City got one last attack. Shoots. Hasn't cleared yet fully. Hasn't cleared fully yet. Still hasn't cleared. Shoots. Straight at the keeper. And now that surely is all over in the half-time whistle between Manchester City and Marcel. Manchester City are trailing 1-0, but building the pressure on Marcel, but managed to keep the thing. What I try, guys, is the next Manchester Talent and Alan Smith lab. I have a bit of stuff to do in a bit because I'm working on a solo project. Michael, no, it's William. Indeed. Jonathan shouted, goal! Yeah. Well, I think you need a, well, or you have sleep. Nice. Working something on Minecraft, to be honest. Like so. But as you can see, guys, we are trailing 1-0 now. Manchester City is making the sub. I'm your match commentator, White Right, guys, in this one. And as you can see, guys, Manchester City got all to do in the second half of the Europa game. Trailing 1-0 here after an early goal by the away home team inside 15 minutes gone. So it was nicely done on the turn, full volley into the back of net. But since then, Manchester City is building the pressure on Marcel, but Marcel kept Manchester City at bay. Let's get right back into the action here between Manchester City and Marcel. I'm your match commentator, White Eye, guys, and we're underway in this second half. And as you can see, Manchester City giving away cheaply and not started like they ended in the first yet. Won back by Manchester City, and it's a free kick to the away team. I'm going to do a quick goal kick now, but Marcel starting off the side very strongly so far in the second half. Manchester City hasn't found the form or the second gear at this moment. Here comes Marcel down the centre now. Nicely done, turns past the defender, stretching the leg of the opposition. Here comes Marcel into the box. Can they get a shot away now? They have done. Shot wide of the post, and that attack comes to nothing. But Marcel looking to double the lead against Manchester City here in this game. Plays it back by Marcel. Here comes Marcel once again now approaching Man City's half. Plays it back. Pinched by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. And it deflected off Pandesidan and it goes out for a Marcel throw-in. Flicked by Marcel. Here comes Marcel on this far side. Plays it back. Pinched briefly by Manchester City, but now they've won it back. Marcel with a proper through ball on the half, intercepted by Manchester City, and that attack is wasted in the end. Now Manchester City back in possession, trying to break down this Marcel defence. Coming forward now, he plays it through, nicely done, one-touch football now into the box, cuts back, ball into the box now. Manchester City still hasn't cleared Marcel. And now Marcel hasn't cleared the danger. Manchester City building the pressure once again. This time they clear it. And now that attack comes to nothing. But won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. The crowd are getting behind their team. And won back by Manchester City briefly after Marcel giving it away. But Marcel back into possession. Now the counter-attacking. Won back by Manchester City on this near side. Plays a through ball now. Cuts back. 1-2 football now and found a run on Pandesidan into the box now. Can he get a shot away into the area? And defended nicely by Marcel. And that attack comes to nothing. But they haven't cleared the danger yet. Plays it across. And Manchester City building the pressure. Now they cleared the lines. Here comes Marcel. Won back by Manchester City. End-to-end stuff in this game. Won back by Marcel. Here comes Marcel coming forward once again. And won a free kick in a dangerous position here. Can they find the back of the net? Here comes Marcel. Shoots over the bar and that attack comes nothing. You just joined us in this game. Marcel is leading Manchester City 1-0 from the opening 15 minutes. Manchester City has been trying to build pressure throughout the game. But Marcel are looking like to get the second. Not Manchester City. Nearly a mistake there by the keeper. Given away cheaply by Marcel. Cross comes in, still hasn't cleared yet on the full volley, shoots, poor shot, didn't get enough contact, and that attack comes to nothing, but straight into Manchester City possession. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again, moving it left to right, nicely done, into the area, shoots, keeper comes, collected it. We're coming into the final 12 minutes, Manchester City still trailing 1-0, but looking like to get the equaliser in this one. Building the pressure now, but intercepted by Marcel. And here comes Marcel on the counter-attack. Manchester City's got to be careful, don't send too many people forward. Pinched by Manchester City. Still kept in. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. This time on the far side, stretching their legs on the opposition. Here comes Manchester City, 1-2 football, into the box, shoot, saved, still cleared, and Marcel cleared the danger coming into the final 5 minutes. Big chance for Manchester City, but saved by the keeper. And now Marcel on the counter-attack. Won back briefly by Manchester City. Here comes Marcel. Winning it briefly back once again. This time pinched back in possession by Marcel. Here comes Marcel on this near side. Final few minutes in the game. Is it going to be a late goal in this one? Here comes Marcel. Can Manchester City snatch something in this one? Ball over the top. Here comes Jesus on this near side. Cuts inside. Plays it into the centre now with Pandesina into the area. Still hasn't cleared yet. Shoots. Blocked by Marcel. And that attack comes to nothing. Pinched by Manchester City. Here comes Marcel. Last attack surely is it for Marcel. Here comes Marcel coming forward. And it's all over. And Manchester City lost 1-0 to Marcel from that opening goal in that game. Put up an effort and just came up short. I don't know if there's two legs out. Like so. Official Charlie, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. But I think we got knocked out, guys. Like so. I think we did get knocked out. Like so. Wait, looks as if the interesting cut tie will to home match line. But yeah, I think we got knocked out. I don't know if it's too late in that. But welcome to the stream, Charlie. As you can see, we got knocked out. Please don't swear in the chat. We are child friendly, dude. And that is your first warning, dude. Like so, as you can see, the manager is not impressed, and they're simming us in this game. So we got a sim, sadly. We lost 1-0. Welcome to the great stream, dude. Well, and we won 3-1. So we're still in that cup, which I'm pretty proud of, to be honest. Like so, but oh, we've got a second chance. We haven't been knocked out yet, guys. We haven't been knocked out, but we are trailing 1-0. Like so, but as you can see, we've got a second leg against Marcel. Hopefully the manager picks us, and hopefully we can knock him out. Like so, it's okay. It's your first time being here. Just don't do it again. We are a child-friendly channel, so just be careful what you say, dude. But welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. Barado, hopefully you're having an awesome time. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name. Like so, as you can see, we've done our training. We're going to get ready for our next game, like so. So let's go and get ready for our next game. Nothing, it's fine. Right, so as you can see, we have been picked for the second leg. We're trailing on aggregate here, 1-0 between these two teams. So Manchester City's got to do something in this game to find a way back and qualify for the Europa League. So obviously it's not impossible. We can do this. And we just got to play well against a very strong Marcel and actually put away our chances. Because last time out, I'm your match commentator in this one between these two teams, obviously. And we're going to get into some heads between Marcel and Manchester City. Last time out, these two teams faced. Manchester City put all the pressure they could. They couldn't find a way into this game. Like so, Marcel managed to hold on, breaking the deadlock early in that first half. And that was the crucial moment in that game. So as you can see, we're getting ready for the next game between these two. Manchester City have got to at least score 2 goals here. And hope Marcel don't score. So Manchester City have got to try and take these chances. Because that's what cost them in the last game. And as you see, last time out, they managed to take some chances. Scored 3 goals. And the manager decided to rest Pandesina in that one. He's starting again. Hopefully he can make a big impact in this game. And let's get right underway in this game between the two teams. I'm your match commentator, White Try guys. And it's glad to be back in the Europa game. between Manchester City and Marcel. It was an entertaining game, not many chances. Manchester City given everything in that game, couldn't break the deadlock. Marcel got the goal at the end of the first half, at the start of the first half, which actually managed to hang on ever since. So GG on Marcel. As you can see, Marcel 1-0 up on Manchester City on aggregate. We're going to get into the action in this game and see how both teams are getting on. And as I can tell you right now, guys, not much has happened so far. If you just joined us, 5 minutes gone. Manchester City in possession at the moment, but both teams giving it away cheaply. Haven't found the form yet, and it's still all to play for in this game. Still plenty less time on the clock for Manchester City or Marcel to get a goal. So I'm not worried yet. It's just started, and yeah, Manchester City are just trying to get a hold of the ball and create some danger moments into the box. And as you can see though, good effort from Manchester City. There's a little half chance there, ball went into the box, but obviously Marcel clears the danger. So Manchester City are trying to build the pressure once again, but this time they do need to take the chances in this one. And as you can see, that's a beautiful ball on this near side. Ball into the box now. Heads it, goes behind for Manchester City. Corner comes in. Can Manchester City take their chance? Ball into the box. Cleared by Marcel. Here comes Marcel up the other end on the counter-attack. Slide tackle comes in. Here comes Marcel. Won back by Manchester City only briefly. Here comes Marcel on this near side. Can they put a ball into the box? Have done now. Here comes Marcel into the area again. Hasn't cleared fully. Manchester City blocked now. Won back by Manchester City. And that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City on the counter-attack. Coming forward now on this near side. Giving away cheaply back into Marcel. If you just joined us in this game, 20 minutes gone. Still Manchester City 0, Marcel 0. Manchester City trying to build the pressure, but on the counter-attack they've got to be careful because Marcel looking strong as well. But Manchester City can't break this Marcel defence down so far. Cuts back now. Ball into the box at the back post. Cleared by Marcel. Here comes Manchester City coming again. Nicely done in the centre. Plays it forward. Now to this far side. Flicked on very nicely now. Here comes Manchester City into the box. No one there to collect. Cleared by Marcel. Manchester City wins it again. Flicked on by Marcel. Here comes Marcel up the other end on the counter-attack. Slide tackle comes in. Won back by Manchester City. Giving away cheaply in possession. Still 0-0 in this game. Manchester City needs to find a way through. Ball over the top by Panderson. All this space on this near side by Manchester City. Ball into the box. Hasn't cleared fully by Marcel. Takes the first time finish. Keeper comes, punches it. Still not cleared yet by Marcel fully. And now they clear the danger. No, they haven't. Given away cheaply in possession. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots over the bar. Big chance. Didn't take it. Still 0-0 in this game. And as you can see, quick goal kick by Marcel. Turns, shoots. Hasn't cleared yet. And now Marcel cleared the danger. Nearly a goal opportunity for Manchester City. Didn't take it. Will they later regret not taking them 2 chances? Mistake by the defender. Quick goal kick. Pinched it by Manchester City. And that attack comes to nothing. But what a big chance for Manchester City that was. But once again, they didn't take it. Here comes Manchester City giving it away cheaply again, but they're building the pressure like they did at the end of the last game. Here comes Marcel playing it out from the back, being brought down, but the referee give a free kick, and that attack comes to nothing. 0-0 in this one, but Manchester City are building the pressure on Marcel. Can they get a late goal at the end of the first half? They really need to do it if they need the boost to go on to win this in the second half. Here comes Marcel in a throw-in in the Manchester City's half now on this near side. Here comes Marcel, kept in nicely on this near side, back in. Slide tackle comes in, mistake by the defender. Can they get a ball into the box? No, they can't. Comes across company, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City on this near side. One back by Pinderson. Through ball in now to Jesus. Cuts back now into the area, shoots straight at the keeper, and it goes behind for Manchester City corner. Last attack before half time here. Ball into the box. Here comes Panderson, heads it on. Straight into the path of Marcel. Clear the danger now. Flick one back briefly by Manchester City. Here comes Marcel. Can they get a late goal before half time? No, they can. Back in possession, and it is going into the second half. Manchester City 0, Marcel 0. Manchester City needs to find the deadlock in this game if they want to go through in the next half. The next game. But we're going to take a little short break with Manchester City 0, Marcel 0. Let's get back into the chat and see how you guys are doing in this live stream. Charlotte is in the chat. Welcome to the stream, Charlotte. Hope you're having an awesome time. Sorry to hear you're not feeling well, but thanks for coming and modding the chat. We got Islam. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an awesome time. Adventures in the chat as well. Welcome to the stream. Please don't self-advertise in the chat. You don't gain subscribers by self-advertising. But thank you for subscribing. But yeah, please don't self-advertise in the chat. Thank you very much. We're going to get right back into the action between Manchester City and Marcel. I'm your match commentator today in this one. And Manchester City's got to find a way through in this game to go through to the next round. So we're going to have to wait and see how they get on in the second half. But as you can see, started off well. Here comes Manchester City. Nicely done. Given away cheaply by Manchester City. But yeah, Manchester City needs to score in the second half to have any chance of qualifying through the next round and getting out, knocking out Marcel. And Marcel's won a throw-in now. 49 minutes gone in this one. And it's actually not a throw-in, it's a free kick to Marcel in a dangerous position here. Ball into the box. Can Manchester City defend this set piece? Yes, they can. Like so. Throwing goes out. Quick throw by Manchester City. Intercepted by Marcel. One back by Marcel here. Here comes Marcel into the box. Defended well. And that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City. Coming forward on this near side. Intercepted by Marcel. Now they've decided to go long. Plays it back. Here comes Marcel in the centre now. Beats past one mid player. And another. Here comes Marcel. Pinched by Manchester City. Intercepted now by the away team. Won a throw-in in Manchester City's half. Here comes Marcel on this near side. Slide tackle comes in. Intercepted by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Switches the play now to this near side. Intercepted once again by Marcel. Here comes Marcel coming forward once again down the centre. Pinched by Manchester City. Intercepted by Marcel. One back. Nicely done by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Through ball now into the box. Here comes Panderson. Shoots. Pulls it wide. And that attack comes nothing. But once again, Manchester City is not taking their chance. And they could regret that later on in the game. 62 minutes gone. Manchester City 0, Marcel 0. Manchester City's got a score to get through in the next round. It's 1-0 on aggregate after a good game by Marcel. So if Manchester City want to carry on playing in extra time, they've got to get at least one goal, 2 goals to go through. Throw in to Marcel. Here comes Marcel on this far side. One back by Manchester City, but it's a free kick to Marcel. 66 minutes gone. Time is against Manchester City in this game. They've had chances but not took them yet. Ball goes into the box. Won by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Coming forward now. Intercepted by Marcel. And that attack comes to nothing. And now they have won a throw-in. Here comes Marcel. Coming in the centre. Now back to this near side. Can they put a ball into the box now? Here comes Marcel. Shoots. Wide of the post. Didn't get enough contact. Goes behind for a goal kick. Manchester City. 20 minutes left. Can they force it to go to extra time? We'll have to wait and see. Here comes Manchester City. Coming forward down the centre. Plays a through ball now. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots. Saved. Shoots again. He's pulled it wide. Big chance for Manchester City there. And they didn't take it. They didn't take it there. And Marcel hangs on again. Is Manchester City going to have enough time to get an equaliser? Here comes Marcel, playing it out from the back, keeping the ball. 15 minutes to go. Manchester City, here they go again. Can they find a way through in this game? Ball into the box. Mistake by the defender. This time he just managed to clear. Kept Manchester City throwing in the Marcel half. Here comes Manchester City. Through ball into the box now. Panisi shoots. Rebound. He shot and he's hit the post. How many open net chances do Manchester City need here? And that is another big chance gone to wasted. Here comes Manchester City coming forward again over the top ball. Won back by Marcel. Here comes Marcel on this near side. Plays it inwards. And cleared the lines and won a throw in. 9 minutes left. Time is running the game. Manchester City want to progress in the next round. They need to score at least one to go to extra time. It's been all Manchester City since the break. But Marcel are on the counter-attack now. Here comes Marcel. Can they get a goal and put this game to bed and knock out Manchester City? They want a corner now. 5 minutes left. Still all to play for. Can Manchester City hang on? Here comes Manchester City clearing the lines once again. Plays it forward. Cuts back. Switches it now to this far side. Going all out attack because I've got nothing to lose for. I don't think I can do that. Time is running against Manchester City. Here comes Marcel on this far side. Can they put a ball into the box? Final few minutes in this game. Manchester City. Time is ticking against them. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. No, it's not. Marcel pinched it. Stoppage time now. Surely all too late for Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots. Marcel goes behind for a goal kick. One last attack surely from Manchester City. They've got to go long now. It's now or never. Flicked on. Won back by Marcel. And surely that is all over. But here we go. Manchester City. Ball over the top. Surely one last attack. Here comes Manchester City. Cuts back now. Plays it in. Takes a touch. No. All over. And that attack is all over. And Manchester City knocked out of Europa. Built all the pressure in that game. Couldn't break the deadlock. And Marcel has knocked out Manchester City in the Europa League. I'm sorry guys. I tried my best. Threw everything I had at him. And just couldn't get the goal. We missed open nets after open nets after open nets. Like so. Pro shooters, welcome to the stream. Jackson in the chat as well, welcome to the stream. Like so. Mason De Bear, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. Hopefully you're free over the holidays. We can have a catch up, play some Fortnite. Because I've got a new route, which is actually very good. But welcome to the stream, Mason. Like so. But yeah, welcome to Team Pro. Sadly though, we did lose that game. But yeah, amazing. Free over the holidays. Love to catch up with you, play some Fortnite, and have a good time. But as you can see, we're against the Premier League leaders. And as you can see, we're 6 points behind them. So we need to win this game. Very, very crucial game. Totally not late. You're actually not that late, to be honest, because I started this a late stream because I was waiting until somebody finished. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Love it. Hopefully you're having an awesome time, like so. What's going on? Yeah, please keep the chat appropriate. Thank you very much. But as you can see, disappointed to be knocked out of Europa. We did do everything we can against Marcel. It just wouldn't to be. But obviously, very important game in this one against Manchester City. Against Chelsea. Big result for Manchester City. Has to win if they want to close the gap to the leaders. They're 6 points behind. And it's all to play for the Premier League title. Like so. This is the PS4. Like so. But as you can see, we're going to get in this game today. I am going to be your match commentator in this one. Why try, guys? Between Chelsea and Manchester City. First versus second. Manchester City needs to win this game if they want any chance to be the Premier League leaders. We're going to get right into the action. I'm your match commentator, Why Try Guys, in this one. Last time out, Manchester City got knocked out of the Europa after not taking chances. They're going to need to take chances in this game, and it's a great start from Manchester City. Great effort from Panasonic, but like the last time out, Manchester City couldn't take the chance. Big start, hits the post, and it goes out for a goal kick. Will they later regret that? Who knows now? Switches the play now to this far side, kept in by William. And it's a throw-in to Manchester City after it goes out off the player. Ball goes into the box. Danger there. Still hasn't cleared fully by Chelsea. Here comes Manchester City, building the pressure now. Won back by Manchester City, but it's a free kick in basically Chelsea's goal kick area, and that attack comes to nothing. Chelsea's decided to go long there, and there's no one there. Keeper comes out and clears the danger, and that attack comes to nothing for Chelsea. Still 0-0 in this game. First versus second. Who's going to win this one? Here comes Chelsea. Premier League leaders in this one. Won back by Manchester City. Ball into the box. Cleared by City. Here comes Manchester City on the counter-attack now. Up the other end, stretching their legs. Won back by David Luiz. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. After winning a free kick, and the referee pulled it back, and that attack comes to nothing. Given away cheaply by Manchester City. Here comes Chelsea on the counter-attack now, stretching their legs. Won back by Manchester City. Won back by Manchester City again. Here comes Manchester City down the centre. Switches it. Now, no, they don't. Intercepted by Chelsea, and that attack comes to nothing. And they've won a throw-in on this far half, just inside Manchester City's half here. Here comes Chelsea in the centre now. Out to this far side. Now going long. Stretching the Manchester City defence. Can they put a ball into the box? Can do now. Intercepted by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. Intercepted by Chelsea. This time won back by Manchester City. Ball over the top through Panda season. Here comes Manchester City. Cuts back now. Coming into the air. Plays a through ball. Nicely done. Shoots. Deflected. Goes behind for a corner. 22 minutes gone. Manchester City 0. Chelsea 0. And not much has happened in this game. Both teams trying to break the opposition down. Keeper comes and Chelsea clears the danger. But back into Manchester City's half. Here comes Manchester City giving away cheaply to Chelsea in the centre. Pinched by Manchester City. And it was a little bit of a bad tackle. And the ref has given a free kick to Chelsea. Here comes Chelsea going long. Won back by Manchester City. Straight back to Chelsea. Here comes Manchester City in a throw-in on this far side, just in their own half. Here comes Manchester City. Won it back. Flipped on. Now playing it into the centre. Here comes Manchester City. Nicely done to Aguero. Ball over the top. Intercepted by Chelsea. Back in possession now is 30 minutes gone. Still the champions and second place 0-0 in this one. Who's going to get the deadlock in this one? Ball over the top by Chelsea. And that attack comes to nothing. Can Manchester City break the deadlock here? They've had the best chance so far, but they didn't actually take it. And it was inside the opening 3 minutes. But not much has happened since the early chance. Free kick to Chelsea in their own half. Short free kick now. Tried to pinch it by Manchester City. Here comes Chelsea playing it all the way back to the keeper of Quartet. He didn't come out. The defender's coming to collect it. And now they cleared. And Manchester City in a very good position on the throw-in. Quick free kick throwing in. Cross comes in. Didn't come to nothing. And Chelsea hasn't cleared the danger yet. But they're playing it out from the back. Here comes Chelsea. Clears the danger, and now can Manchester City win it back in possession? Briefly did, but flicked on into the path of Chelsea. Slide tackle comes in. Won back by Manchester City, but it's straight gone to Chelsea. Here comes Chelsea coming forward on this near side. Plays it over the top to this far side. Won back by Manchester City. That attack comes to nothing. Final 5 minutes in this game. Just join us. Manchester City nil, Chelsea nil. First is second. City needs to win this if they want to close the gap on the leaders. Not much has happened in this game. A few chances there, but nothing too major. Both teams not really taking the final chance. Who's going to get the opportunity here? Here comes Chelsea at the dying end of the half-time whistle. Shoots, and it's gone in. The deadlock has been broken. It's been coming. They've been building the pressure. Not had a proper chance yet. Took their chance nicely. And Manchester City are 1-0 down here in this game against Chelsea, just on the edge of the half-time whistle here. Manchester City's not been taking the chances, and that's going to regret them later on because Chelsea are leading now. Is that going to be the winner in this one? It is a very close game, but who knows? Is Manchester City going to have one last attack? Nope. The referee has blown for the half-time whistle, and the early chance from Manchester City not being taken, and Chelsea has broken the deadlock here. The leaders are running away with this game. But GJ, can we just maybe not say in the chat though? Just be nice in the chat, guys. Right, so fans love it for dealing with that. Right, so my mods are in the chat, guys, to keep you guys safe. So listen to the mods, please. They're only there to protect you guys, okay? Like so. They're there to make you guys safe. So don't be mean to my mods. Like so. Hello. Wait. Is that Leo Walcott? Hold on. That can't be Leo Walcott in the chat. Yeah, be nice to each other in the chat. Adventures, just leave it, dude. Just leave it. Love it, is it? That is surely not. That's surely not Leo. Leo doesn't watch this stream. I don't know who that person is. I think that's an imposter. Leo's always too busy or too tired to speak to me. Jude, it's okay. My mods will finger. Mods are keeping an eye on the chat. Like so. So if they do see it, they'll just remove it. Venture, just leave it. Nah, that's not Leo, guys. I don't know who that person is. I can like football, Jude. No, but you don't. You're always too busy in that. And it's the holidays, so does that mean you're staying up till 4 in the morning, Leo, because it's the holidays? Adventure, just leave it, dude. Just leave it. Yeah, just be nice. Drop it. Like so. But as you can see, we are trailing 1-0 here. Like so, maybe. You'll still say you're tired, we still probably won't talk. But as you can see, we're going to get back into the second half here with your match commentator, White Try guys, in this one. As you can see, Chelsea is leading 1-0. The champions are beating second place. Manchester City really need to win this game. They've got it all to do in the second half. You just joined us in this one. Manchester City 0, Chelsea 1. And it was right at the end of the half-time whistle here. Like, so I also say Nikki's in the chat. Welcome to the stream, Nikki, to this one. As you can see, Chelsea are leading 1-0 at the dying end of the half-time whistle. And Manchester City switched off. Here comes Chelsea, winning it back in possession. I think they took off Panderseed. No, they haven't. Here's Panderseed right here. Can he pinch the ball now? No, he can. Here comes Chelsea, playing it out from the back in the centre now. Pinched. Brief note, didn't pinch. Here comes Chelsea on this near side, stretching their leg on the opposition. Here comes Chelsea coming forward. Welcome to stream, Leo. Hopefully you're having an awesome time as well. I didn't actually say that, I was joking. But yeah, one back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Tried to play it into the centre, didn't work out then. Chelsea back in possession now on this far side, stretching their legs. One back by Manchester City, but goes out for a Chelsea throw-in. Throw-in comes in. Here comes Chelsea coming forward once again down the middle. Can they find a way through this Manchester City's defence? They've done it once before. Ball into the box. Defended by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City trying to play it forward. Intercepted by Chelsea. Here comes Chelsea coming forward once again. This time they've decided to go long on this far near side. Here comes Chelsea into the area. Won back by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. Intercepted by Chelsea. Here comes Chelsea on this near side. Won back briefly by Manchester City. Here comes Chelsea into the box now. Hasn't cleared yet. Still hasn't cleared. Cleared the lines, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City playing it out. Given away cheaply by Chelsea. Won back by Chelsea though. Here comes Chelsea on this far side. Into the centre now. Won back by Manchester City. Now they've gone long. Here comes Manchester City, brought down, free kick, and that's a yellow card for the defender. 66 minutes gone. If you just join us, Chelsea is leading 1-0 at the end of the half-time whistle. The Champions leaders are winning 1-0 here. Chelsea's in first, Manchester City in second. Ball into the box, back post now, and they've won a corner. Here comes Manchester City. Can they use this attack well? Ball into the box, cleared by Chelsea, and it's a throw-in to Manchester City in the Chelsea half. Quick throw-in goes in. Here comes Manchester City. Tried to play the through ball, didn't work out then. Chelsea back in possession, plays it into the centre, switches it to this far side, back into the centre they go. Won back by Manchester City, giving away in possession. Here comes Chelsea coming forward once again on this far side. Can they get another goal to kill off this game? Here comes Chelsea, and they've won a throw-in in the Manchester City half. Here comes Chelsea, plays it back. Can they get a cross in? Hasn't done it yet. Here comes Chelsea, won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now. Ball over the top, found some space on this far side. Near side, cuts back. Can they put ball into the box? Have done now. Cleared by Chelsea. 12 minutes left. Manchester City still trailing 1-0 from the early end of the first half whistle. Here comes Chelsea coming forward on this far side. Won back by Chelsea. Here comes Manchester City. Final 10 minutes in this game. Ball over the top, trying to break down this Chelsea defence. Won a throw-in from Manchester City. Quick throw-in goes in. Here comes Manchester City. Intercepted by Chelsea, and that attack comes to nothing. But they've won a throw-in here. Still hasn't given up the fight. Here comes Manchester City. Cross comes in. Here comes Manchester City. Wins another corner on this near side. Ball comes into the box now. Here comes Manchester City. Chelsea clears the lines and left themselves open. It's a 1 versus 2v1 here, and Manchester City has got it all to do. 2v1, Panderson coming back, slide tackle comes in, shoots, saved by the keeper, and Manchester City clears the danger, but it's not over yet. Here comes Manchester City after winning it back in possession. Chelsea got it back in possession now. Big chance for Chelsea there, but didn't take it. Still not over yet. Here comes Chelsea, won back by Manchester City, stretching the legs now. Here comes Manchester City, plays it over the top. Won back by Chelsea, back into Manchester City's possession. Here comes Manchester City, flicked on now. Nicely done into the area. Defended well, and that attack comes to nothing. And that is it. The Championship leaders are won 1-0, and surely they've won the title now, leading by 9 points in that game. I am here. Yeah, you are here, like so. Why try? I'm going for a bit because I'm talking to Riley. Catch up tonight. Yeah, we can do. Make sure to call Riley a bully from me. Thank you very much. But as you can see, 9 points in it now, and it's all to do in the second half. By the way, why I can't hear you or see what you're doing in the stream, is pause my Wi-Fi as well. No worries indeed. Right, so. Right, so. Hey, I'm still here just doing a few things. No worries indeed, no worries. But yeah, disappointed there, guys. I am disappointed. Big game there, and we just couldn't. We haven't scored in 2 games. Like, we've thrown in everything we can, and we just can't break the team down. We can't break the team down. Like so. It's very disappointed. Like so. But no worries, love it. No worries indeed. Like so. Talk tonight. Have a nice stream. Well, you have a nice time too talking to Riley. She is evil though, so just be careful. And yeah, we'll catch up later tonight. I'll probably bully you just to make up for you not talking to me as well. But yeah, you're evil, Leo. You're evil, and like so. But as you can see, we're going to move on now against Crystal Palace in this one. So we're going to see what happens in this game, like so. But yeah, Leo, thanks for joining. Thanks for stopping by in the stream. And yeah, can we get a hashtag by Leo? Well, by Bully Leo in the chat. Like so. I'm only joking, guys. I'm only joking. But yeah, we're getting ready for the next game. This time against Crystal Palace. It should be all over for the tag race now. It's Chelsea's to lose. They are 9 points ahead after last time out, winning against Manchester City 1-0. I'm your match commentator today. Why try, guys, in this one? Manchester City should play with pride today, because they haven't actually scored a goal in the past 2 previous games, and they've left themselves in a little bit of a bother. So they need to play with some pride and try and get some goals and just get back to scoring ways, because the manager's been a little bit disappointed, saying that they're not being taking the chances, and that's what's costing them the game recently. But we're going to get into this action with Manchester City and Crystal Palace, see how both teams are getting on, and we're underway now. And as you see, not much has happened in the opening 5 minutes. Manchester City is in possession at the moment, but they're playing it now left and right, trying to break down a Crystal Palace side who hasn't had the best of season, to be honest. So hopefully Manchester City can find a way through this. But as you can see now, here comes Crystal Palace, stretching their legs, won back by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City, plays it into the centre, switches it to this near side, switches it again now to this near side, this time cleared by Crystal Palace, and Manchester City back in possession. Nicely done now into the box. Here comes Manchester City, keeper comes and collects it, and that attack comes to nothing. Keeper goes long, flicked on by Crystal Palace. Here comes Crystal Palace this time on this near side, stretching the Manchester City's defence into the box now, won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on this near side, overhit, goes out for a Crystal Palace throw. Throwing comes in. Here comes Crystal Palace, cuts it back into the centre now. 1-2 by Crystal Palace, turning now. Some space in the centre for Crystal Palace, won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again, intercepted by Crystal Palace. And there's been an injury here from Crystal Palace, and that attack comes to nothing. Cleared by Crystal Palace on this far side, stretching the legs. Won back by Crystal Palace on this far side. Here comes Crystal Palace, stretching the legs of the opposition. And they've still got it here, and won back by Manchester City on this far side. Here comes Manchester City, switches the play to this far side. Can Sane keep it in? No, he can't. Runs out for a Crystal Palace throw-in. Here comes Manchester City after pinching it in a dangerous position. Being brought down there by the Crystal player defender. And it is a yellow card for the defender. Corner crosses coming from Manchester City. Back post there. Hasn't cleared fully by Crystal Palace. They have done now. Here comes Crystal Palace on the counter-attack. On this near side, stretching the leg, ball over the top. Dealt with by Manchester City. And that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City on this near side with a load of space here, attacking the defence into the area now, shoots, deflected, goes behind for a corner to Manchester City. Ball comes in from Manchester City, hasn't cleared yet, won another corner that goes behind, Corner comes in. Another short corner from Manchester City. Ball comes in. Here comes Manchester City. Hadn't cleared for Crystal Palace. Hasn't cleared for yet. Now they have. And that attack comes to nothing. Manchester City, 30 minutes gone. Still hasn't broken the deadlock in this game. Ball over the top. Overhit. Goes behind for a goal kick. As you can see. Oh no, it's a corner. It's a corner from Manchester City. I didn't even realise. Ball comes in from the corner. Hasn't cleared fully by Crystal Palace. Have done now. Here comes Manchester City in the centre now. Plays it out wide to this far side. Cuts inside now. Here comes Panacida into the area. Still hasn't cleared fully by Crystal Palace. They have done now. Manchester City building the pressure. Is there going to be a late goal just before the half-time whistle here? Here comes Manchester City. Through ball now. Cross comes in. Manchester City free header wide of the post, and they've still not scored a goal in the past 3 games. 270 minutes already gone before Manchester City has scored. Can they get a goal in this one? Switch the play to this near side. Here comes Manchester City into the area now. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. Open net. Blocked by the defender. And it was offside. Final 5 minutes in this game. Still no goal so far. But Manchester City building the pressure. Coming and coming once again. They've still not scored in the last 3 games so far. Will it be 3 games without a goal from Manchester City? Here comes Manchester City on the back foot, because here comes Crystal Palace coming forward down the centre. Turns now, beats past one defender. Can he get a shot? Well, he has done now. Straight at the keeper, and that attack comes to nothing. Now we're into stoppage time at the end of the first half whistle. Here comes Manchester City. Last attack showing for Manchester City into the box now. Tried to shoot, blocked by the player, and that attack comes to nothing. Still has no scored yet. Is there going to be a late goal in the first half here? Probably not. Time's running against Manchester City. And we're going into the half-time whistle. 0-0 in this one. Still all to play for in the second half. Right, so welcome back, Canada, to the stream. But as you can see, Manchester City 0, Crystal Palace 0. It's almost 3 games without a goal for Manchester City. Will it be back to triple defeats here? Here comes Crystal Palace. We're going to get right back into the action. I'm your match commentator, Why Try Guys. The big problem for Manchester City this year is they've not taken the chances. Either they're going to regret this game as well by not taking the chances. The goals in the past few games has just not been coming. Ball into the box. Here comes Manchester City clearing the danger once again. Switching it now to this far side. Here comes Manchester City stretching their legs. Plays it into the centre. Here comes Manchester City. Won back by Crystal Palace on this far side. Back into the centre to this far side now. Beats past the defender. Here comes Crystal Palace. Can they get a goal in this one at the start of the second half? No, they can't. As Manchester clears the line, and it's a throw-in to Crystal Palace. Here comes Crystal Palace. This time ball into the box. Won by Manchester City. Going long. Won back by Crystal Palace. Here comes Crystal Palace on this near side. Can they put a ball into the box? Not at this moment. It's a throw-in to Crystal Palace. Here comes Crystal Palace. Ball into the box now. Keeper comes, punches it. Still not fully cleared by Manchester City. Here comes Crystal Palace on the centre. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City looking to counter-attack. Pushing it past the defender. Intercepted now. Crystal Palace coming forward once again. Looking like the stronger team out of the two in this second half. Comes in. Keeper comes and collects it. And that attack comes to nothing. Won back by Crystal Palace. Mistake by the keeper. And now Crystal Palace building the pressure on Manchester City. Still hasn't scored in 3 games. Crystal Palace looking like the team. They will break the deadlock in this one. Here comes Manchester City. Hasn't found a foot in this game, but they've got a chance now. Into the box now. Here comes Manchester City. Can they find a way through? No, they can't. Defended well by Crystal Palace. And that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Crystal Palace. Intercepted by Manchester City. Manchester City looking to counter-attack now. Into the box. Plays it in. Still not cleared by Crystal Palace. And now Manchester City has won a corner. Here comes Manchester City. Into the box now. Keeper comes. Punches it. Goes behind for another corner. Can Manchester City take one of these opportunities? Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box. Still hasn't cleared fully by Crystal Palace. Here comes Crystal Palace on this near side. Stretching the legs now. And here comes Crystal Palace on the counter-attack. Final 20 minutes gone. If you just join us in this game. Still Manchester City 0. Crystal Palace 0. Manchester City's been trying to attack this Crystal Palace team, but yet has broken the deadlock yet. Here comes Manchester City winning another corner. Are they yet going to take a chance? Ball comes in. Here comes Manchester City. Wins another corner on this far side. Ball comes in. Can they get a goal yet? Keeper comes and punches it. Cleared by Crystal Palace. Back in possession on this far side. Stretching the legs. Back into Manchester City's possession. Here comes Manchester City. Coming forward now on this far side. Ball into the box. Still hasn't cleared fully by Crystal Palace. A throw in to Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box. Free header. Wide of the post. Goes behind for a goal kick. And Manchester City hasn't taken their chance yet. Are they going to be a little bit too late in this one? Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City over the top ball. Won back by Crystal Palace. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Blocked by the defender. And Crystal Palace are back in possession. Here comes Crystal Palace coming forward down the centre. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City over the top now. All this space on this near side. Ball into the box. Keeper comes, punches it. Still hasn't cleared yet. Manchester City still in a dangerous position. Through ball in. Intercepted by Crystal Palace. Final 6 minutes of this game. Won back by Manchester City. Into the area now. Won back to Pantin. Ball into the box. Keeper comes, collects it. That attack comes to nothing. Won back by Manchester City. No, it's not. Crystal Palace are back in possession. And that attack comes to nothing. On this far side, here comes Crystal Palace. Won back briefly by Manchester City. But here comes Crystal Palace. Up the other end, here comes Crystal Palace. Shoots. Can Manchester City clear? Just clear in from behind though. That was very lucky indeed. Here comes Manchester City. Final few minutes in this game. And I've given it away. I've given it away, and it might be 3 consecutive games without a victory here. And the time is against Manchester City. Final few minutes of this one. Won back by Crystal Palace. Here comes Crystal Palace. Are they going to have one last attack or not? Here comes Crystal Palace coming forward now into the centre. Surely a little bit too late for Manchester City in this one. And the goal drought still continues as Manchester City draw 0-0. And that game has finished. Manchester City 0. Yeah. That's 3 games in a row, guys. We haven't scored. What is going on with us? Nah, Crystal and Manchester City. And Manchester City. Bethany's in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a nice time. I am playing on world class. But yeah, I'm just struggling. We're still in the FA Cup quarter-finals as well. Sorry to hear you're feeling sad. Hopefully this stream helps you out. But yeah, please be nice in the chat. So I'm trying my best to stop Chelsea from winning. But I'm throwing everything at him as I can, but I just cannot score. No, he said I was terrible. Like so. Be nice in the chat, dude. He just said I was terrible, so I said, don't do that again. That's it. Crystal Palace probably wouldn't exist without my great 6 uncles. Fair enough, love it. Fair enough. So, but we're skimming now. We're getting ready for the next game. Do you guys play football? I used to play football, to be honest, but I don't play anymore. I stopped actually last season for my local club, to be honest. But I did used to play. Buy the Xbox One X. Well, to be honest, I do have an Xbox One, but currently I can't stream off it because I don't have the equipment. Like so. Sorry I'm late, no worries, Draft. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time, and hopefully you're having a good day. Yeah, you haven't missed much. You just missed Santa and Clay. I'm only joking, Draft, but to be honest, just been chilling. We've been playing quite poor. We've had all these chances, but we can't break the deadlock. I think we're like 10 points behind Chelsea now, going into the last few games. Like so. But we're going to get into this. I'm your match commentator today in this one. Why try, guys? In the quarterfinals between Newcastle and Manchester City. And as you can see, guys, 270 minutes has gone before the last of Manchester City goal. How they're going to get on in this game against Newcastle at the St James Pence. Let's hopefully they can take their chances. They've had loads of chances in the last 3 games. Haven't managed to take them. Let's hope they can practice the goal in scoring in this one, because they need to get some goals here. And as you say, early chance for Manchester City, but once again it goes over the bar and that attack comes to nothing. Time and time again, Manchester City can't take these chances, and that's what cost him the game. Here comes Newcastle playing it through the centre, coming forward now. Here comes Newcastle coming forward. It's a free kick after a late challenge from Manchester City. Here comes Newcastle. Big chance for them here. Quite far out. Ball into the box. No, they decide to shoot. Goes behind for a goal kick. No, it's not. I was mistaken. It took it with deflection on the way. Corner to Newcastle. Keeper collects it, and that attack comes to nothing. Won back by Manchester City. Only briefly. Newcastle back in possession here. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City down the centre now. Plays it to this near side. Back into the centre. Switches it to this far side. Nicely done. Here comes Manchester City. Plays it into the box. Won back by Newcastle. Here comes Newcastle. Playing it from the back. Left to right on this near side. Playing it now to the centre. This time switching this way to the far side. If you just joined us in this game, Manchester City 0, Newcastle 0. Not much has happened. Just an early chance for Manchester City, which they didn't take, as you could expect for the previous 3 games. Here comes Newcastle coming forward once again. Well, that was a late challenge from Manchester City. On that far side turn, nicely done. Here comes Newcastle coming forward once again, stretching the leg of the opposition. Here comes Newcastle, won back by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Now Manchester City looking to counter, and he's being brought down here, and it's a free kick to Manchester City in the Newcastle half. 20 minutes gone, still 0-0 in this one. Won back by Newcastle. Here comes Manchester City after pinching it in possession. Nicely turned now. Through ball in now into the box. Still hasn't cleared by Newcastle. They cleared the lines, and that time they cleared it. Quarter final here between Newcastle and Manchester City. Can Manchester City at least win one cup this season? They've not had the best of season. They're in second place at the moment, trailing 10 points behind the leaders. Here comes Newcastle playing it all the way back to the keeper, passing it from the back. They're still not proper cleared it yet. Now to this near side. Back into the centre they go. Slide tackle comes in. Won back briefly by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Through ball into the box now. Manchester City shoot. Their deadlock has been broken. And 297 minutes later, Manchester City finds the back of the net, taking one of his chances. It was a nice work goal. Slide tackle comes in. Won it back high on the pitch. Plays it to Panty. Panty lays it off to Kohler into the back of the net. 272 minutes later, Manchester City has broken the deadlock and winning 1-0 here in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Here comes Newcastle now. It's been a long time. They've had so many chances in the past few games, but finally they're back on scoring ways. Let's see if they can get a few goals in this one. Like so, and as you can see, Newcastle back in possession, but Manchester City is feeling the confidence they needed, and Newcastle hasn't responded too greatly since going behind here. It's been all Manchester City looking like they're going to get a second here, building the pressure high pitch on Newcastle, but a mistake by the defender there. And here comes Newcastle on the counter-attack, coming forward now. Slide tackle comes in, won back by Manchester City, given away cheaply. Here comes Newcastle in the centre, slide tackle comes in, won back by Manchester City. Manchester City going to switch the side onto this far side. Here comes Newcastle after winning it in possession. Won back by Manchester City, high up on the pitch again. Plays it into the centre. Nicely done now. Through ball in. It given away cheaply. Here comes Newcastle clearing the lines. Coming to the end of the half-time whistle. It's going to be a late goal in this one. Nicely done by Manchester City. Into the box now. Panasian shoots. It is 2-0. They couldn't score after 272 minutes. 2 goals in 10 minutes. Nicely worked. Found some space. Found Panasian into the back of net. 2 goals. 2-0. In the opening half, and Manchester City are running away with this. Newcastle's got no response at the moment, and Manchester City are leading 2 goals now after couldn't score for 272 minutes. They scored 2 in 10, and now here comes Newcastle, and he's been brought down here, and the referee has pointed to the penalty spot. Out of nowhere, Newcastle responded well. Manchester City switches off, and he's brought down the player here. Newcastle's got a big chance just behind of the half-time whistle. Steps up now. The keeper tries to guess the same way. Went under the keeper. And it goes into the back of the net. And it is 2-1 to Manchester City. And Newcastle are back in this game. And out of nowhere, Newcastle back in. Responded well. Manchester City switched off just before the end of half-time whistle. And they are trailing winning 2 goals to 1, and Newcastle looking to try and get another one. Is Newcastle going to get a late goal just before the end of the half-time whistle here? Here comes Newcastle coming forward once again. Can Manchester City hang on? They just managed to hang on, and it's going into the half-time whistle. Manchester City 2, Newcastle 1. It's all to play for in the second half. Newcastle ending the half very strongly as City switches off. And Dark Fox, welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time in the stream. Clueless is in the chat still. I've been here for the whole stream. Well, fair enough, just must not been talking. The Snowy Leopard says, still going on the stream, why try? Yeah, we're still going, Snowy Leopard. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time, and welcome back to the live stream. As you can see now, we're going to get back into the second half now. Manchester City leading 2 goals to 1. If you just joined us in this game, Manchester City finally broken the deadlock after 272 minutes without a goal. 10 minutes later, they got a second just before half-time whistle, gave away a penalty, and Newcastle are back in it. And it is 2-1. We're going to get right back into the action. It's all to play for in the quarter-final. Manchester City leading 2-1 in this game. How are they going to get on in the second half? Through ball goes in, given away cheaply by Manchester City. Let's get right back into action on your match commentator now. Manchester City has given a throw in here. Nicely done. Late challenge, and it is a foul to Newcastle and just into the Manchester City half. They decided to go long. Can Manchester City deal with the tap? Yes, they can. Now they're looking to counter-attack. Here comes Manchester City switching it to this far side. Into the area now. Cuts back nicely now into the box. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots. It's a goal. And Manchester City has regained their 2-goal lead. Wonderful work by Panasian. Switching it across. Still a lot to do. Cuts inside into the box. Back of the net. And Manchester City has started this second half beautifully. Couldn't score many in the past 3 games. Didn't take the chances, but they've taken 3 in this one. And it is 3-1 to Manchester City here. And they don't look like stopping yet, because here comes Manchester City now once again. Intercepted though by Newcastle, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Newcastle on this far side. Won back by Manchester City. Won back by Newcastle. Here comes Newcastle coming forward down the side. That's a late challenge. Vantage play, switching it to this near side. Here comes Manchester City after winning it back in possession. Ball over the top. Didn't work out then. Here comes Newcastle on this near side. Going long now. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Plays a through ball now on this near side. And there's a lot of space here. Cuts back now. Here comes Panderson into the box now. Takes a shot. Saved by the keeper. And that attack comes to nothing. If you just joined us here, Manchester City strikes again just at the start of the second half and taken their 2-0 lead, which they scored first in this one inside 22 minutes, and then again at 40. As you just see, Newcastle ended the half very well. Manchester City switched off, but they've turned up the engine in the second half. Still Manchester City 3, Newcastle 1. As you can see, Newcastle trying to get back in this game. They haven't really done much in this half so far. It's been all Manchester City, just attacking after attacking. Won back by City. Here comes Manchester City, giving away cheaply in possession. Here comes Newcastle coming forward down the centre. Ball goes long. Keeper comes and collects it. That attack comes to nothing. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City down the centre now. Here comes Manchester City switching it to this far side into the box now. Shoots, pulled it wide. Goal kick. Final 15 minutes. We've just joined us. Manchester City leading 3-1. Newcastle hasn't done much in this second half. Can Manchester City get a 4th goal and finish this game altogether? Can Newcastle get back in? We'll have to wait and see. Here comes Manchester City looking like to get in another goal. Plays it forward. Plays it through into the box now. Here comes Manchester City. Across the box now. Hits the defend player and it goes behind for a goal kick. Coming into the final 10 minutes. Has Newcastle got anything left in this game? Manchester City building the pressure time and time again. Here comes Newcastle though. They haven't given up yet on this near side. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Newcastle though into the box. Now, can they put a cross in? Still haven't done it yet. Now they have. Won back by Manchester City. And now they're looking to counter-attack, but intercepted by Newcastle. And that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Newcastle on this near side. Won back by Manchester City. Ball over the top. Flipped on by Manchester City into the Newcastle path. Over the top now. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. 2 against 3 against 1 now. Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box. Crosses it now. Shoots into the back of the net. 4-1. Game over. Panderson scores. It was 1 against 2. What I did, passed it across. There was Panderson. Hits it full power. Hits the keeper into the back of the net. And Manchester City are through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup here. After an extraordinary game and taking 2 goals early on in quick concession. And then, obviously, just before the end of half-time whistle, switches off there. But at the end of the second half, still going. There's another chance for Manchester City. Still hasn't given up. Newcastle are all over the place now, trying to push up for an equaliser. But Manchester City coming forward once again on this far side. Cuts inside now. Won back by Newcastle. Here comes Newcastle playing it out from the back. Pinched by Manchester City. Into the area now. Here comes Manchester City, cleared by Newcastle. Ball goes long. Here comes Newcastle. One last attack. Nope. That is all it. Manchester 4, Newcastle 1. Manchester City progresses in that game. But Newcastle showed great potential at the end of the first half whistle. But Manchester City kept composure and found the break of the nut 2 more times. It glitched again. FIFA Feeling says, buy FIFA 18. I'll be getting FIFA 18 for Christmas, but welcome to the stream. But I can't get FIFA 18 till I go. As you can see, moving into the semi-finals against Arsenal. Me and my best friend forever, we are exchanging presents tomorrow. I'm so excited, so she has me a maid and loads of ones. Fair enough. Why try? I think you should apply to be a real commentator. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Maybe in the future. Mac, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream as well. I agree, and stop commentating in your streams. I'm only commentating due to FIFA 17. Like so. Speak to your fans, that's why they're here. With FIFA 17 in the games at hard time, full time, this is where I'll speak to you guys, but that's about it really, because I'm concentrating. What do you mean, why me? Wait, what? 6-6-6-6-6-6-6-6-6-6-2-1 Newcastle equaliser. You said don't ask why my name is Beth, not Tiana. So as a joke, I said why Beth. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. If I hit that like button yet, make sure to do so in this one. As you can see, we have qualified for the semi-finals. But looking at the table here, guys, we are dropped to 4th place here, 11 points behind the leaders. How is Swansea City 5th? I don't know. We've got a lot to do. We was first at 1 point, but as you can see, we've dropped to 4th place. We're just in the Champions League here, but it's been a few difficult time out. I just got 60 kills. I don't think you got 60 kills. Like so. I think that's impossible. I think that is impossible, Clueless. There's no way. Unless you show me a screenshot, I'm not believing that. Like so. But yeah. 11 points behind the leaders here. And we got a big game against Liverpool. Bye, Adventures. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Like so. But as you can see, we got Liverpool, Manchester United, Norwich and Everton. They're going to be some crucial games in that one. As you can see, if we win this one, we'll go ahead of Liverpool. So we do need to win this. Like so. We will need to win this game. Very important game. And they haven't picked us. They haven't picked us. We've been struggling recently. Like so. The manager hasn't picked us. Hopefully we can win. And we did. We won 2-0. That's good news. That's good news for us. Even though we didn't get picked, we still progress on the leaders. As you can see, 10 games left of the season. Still 11 points behind Chelsea though. So I don't know if we'll catch them. Like so. There's nothing that's nothing. No, you can't get 200 kills in. Yes, 10 people with 10 lives. So I'll kill 3/5 of them. I don't believe that. Unless I see proof, I don't believe it, guys, okay? If I don't see proof, I don't believe it. Because I could just say I've killed 300 people. Doesn't mean it's true. Jake Robots, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. What did Bethany say? It's impossible. Yeah, it is impossible because there are only 100 people in the game. Like so. Hey Jake, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. We're skipping for the next match. Looks like we're playing a Tuesday game. So we're going to do training on the Sunday. Normally when we play. So we're going to do a quick training session before the game against Manchester United. Like so. Because the funny thing is, guys, you can't get a kill. The kill only counts if you actually killed them. Like so. But we're looking at the table. We're 11 points behind Chelsea. And still all to play for. Like so. Well, we are against Manchester United in this one. It's the Manchester City derby. The last time out, Manchester City and Manchester United, they didn't play me in that, but we're against the derby, so we got to win this, guys. We didn't play in the derby at the Old Trafford, but we are playing at the Etihad. Well, Bethany, what you should do, because if you want to play some Fortnite later on, we can do, like so. Because I'm up for I'll probably play some Fortnite later, like so. Because I still need some practice. But as you can see, we're getting ready for the Manchester City derby here, like so. I'm tired, fair enough, J Robots, fair enough indeed. But we're going to get away at the Etihad Stadium between Manchester United versus Manchester City. Last time these two meet, Manchester United won 1-0 from the goal of Fellaini. Obviously, Panda season didn't play in that one. This is his first Manchester City derby, and the manager rested him last time out after the win against Newcastle in the quarterfinals. How is he going to respond in the Manchester derby in this one? As you can see, I am your match commentator today. Why try, guys, in this one between Manchester City and Manchester United. Who's going to come out on top? Let's find out and see. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester United in possession. Manchester United have most of the possession in the opening 5 minutes of this game. Just moving it around left to right. Given away by Fellaini. Here comes Manchester City though on this near side. Won back by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Ball over the top. Can they cross it in now? Crosses it in. Still hasn't fully crossed yet. Manchester City hasn't cleared the danger. Here comes Manchester City. Coming forward once again after pinching it in possession. Given away cheaply by Manchester City. Here comes Man United on this near side with Fellaini. Plays it now to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw back to Fellaini on this near side now. Plays it back to Luke Shaw. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. But strength off the ball, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester United on this far side. Here comes Manchester United stretching the leg of the opposition. And they've still kept it on this far side. Ball into the block. Deflected by Manchester City. Won back now. Plays it forward now. Into the centre they go. Plays it forward. Here comes Manchester City. Won back by Manchester United. Here comes Man United stretching the leg on this far side. Playing it forward to Lewandowski. Here comes Lewandowski. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Ball over the top. Intercepted by Man United. Here comes Man United on this far side now, stretching the leg with Mkhitaryan. Here comes Manchester United into the area. Still hasn't cleared by Manchester into the box. Shot saved by the keeper, and that comes to nothing. Will Manchester United regret that chance? But they've got a corner now inside the opening 23 minutes. Not much has happened in this derby so far, but Manchester United just had a moment of an attack. Cleared the danger by Manchester City. Manchester United back in possession. Here comes the away team coming forward once again. Won back by Manchester City. Switches the play to this near side. Here comes Manchester City after losing it in possession. Manchester United back in possession, and that attack comes to nothing. They're looking to stretch the legs on this near side. Here comes Man United, runs out of play, throwing to Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on this near side. Here comes moving it forward, nicely done, plays it forward again, cuts back into the centre. Won back by Manchester United. Here comes Manchester United, slide tackle comes in. Manchester United still got it in a dangerous position, stretching the leg, playing it forward, stretching the opposition leg in behind the defence, ball into the box. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on the counter-attack. Now, onto this near side. Tried to play a through ball, didn't work then. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now. Found some space on this near side, into the box. Ball into the box now, cross comes in, heads it, saved by the keeper, goes behind for the corner. First chance for Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Still hasn't cleared fully by Manchester United. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again, giving away in possession. Here comes United on the counter-attack. Slide tackle comes in. Here comes Man United stretching the legs on this far side. Won back by Manchester City. Switches the play into the centre. into trouble now by Manchester City. United looking to come forward with Fellaini on this near side. Intercepted by Manchester City. Coming up to the half-time whistle, still 0-0 in this game. Not much really has happened in this one. It comes for a Manchester City throw-in. Is it going to be a late goal in this first half? One back by Manchester City. Ball into the box now. Free header straight into the keeper. And that chance comes to nothing. Throw-in comes out from the Manchester United keeper. One back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again down the middle. Pinched by Manchester United. Here comes Manchester United playing it all the way back. That is going to be it for the half-time whistle in the Manchester City derby. United 0, Manchester City 0. Very poor from both teams in the final three. Right, so please don't ask for personal information in the chat. Guys, just be nice to each other in the chat. Like so. Yeah, just be nice in the chat. Like so. Yeah, please don't ask for personal information. Will we do glitches later? Maybe. I may pop on later and see how you guys doing. But no promises, no promises. Depending what I'm doing. Like so. But no one hates you, dude. These fans are the best. Like so. But we're going to get underway in the second half here. I'm your match commentator, Wide Try, guys, in this derby. Not much to report on in the first half here between Manchester City and Manchester United. All hoping for a better second half. More chances in this one. We'll have to wait and see. But as you can see, quick goal kick from Manchester United. We'll get right back into the action between the two now. I'm your commentator in the second half. Wide Try, guys. And we're going to get underway in this. Hoping for a better second half from both teams. A little bit dull, to be honest, if you ask me. So let's hope for some chances in the second one. Who looks like they're going to both... No team looks like they're going to score at the moment. Both need to play better in this final third. Like so. But as you can see, Manchester City building the pressure onto Man United. Ball comes in from the corner. Still not fully cleared. Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box now. Hasn't cleared fully by Manchester United. One back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City into the centre. Plays it forward now. Intercepted by Manchester United. Clears the danger. And that attack comes to nothing. But Manchester City back in possession after giving it away once again now. Here comes Man United. Slide tackle comes in. One back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Switching it to this far side. Intercepted by Man United. Slide tackle comes in. Intercepted now by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Wins it back. Nicely done. Switches the play to this far side. Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box. Deflected by the Manchester City player. Here comes Man United up the other end. Trying to pinch it is Manchester City. On this near side now. Here comes Man United. Coming down this near side. Stretching the opposition. Can they put a ball into the box? The back up now. Plays it back to Pogba. Pogba finds the play of his midfielder. One back by Manchester City. Now Manchester City looking to counter-attack. Plays a through ball now and Panda Season stretching the legs into the area now. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. Just wide of the post. It's another corner to Manchester City. Ball comes in from the corner. One back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots now. Deflected. Another corner. Building the pressure. Manchester City. Ball into the box. Flipped on by Man United. Here comes Man United stretching the counter-attack. Here comes Man United with Lewandowski stretching the legs. 1 against 3 here. Manchester City's got people back. One back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on the counter-attack. Stretching the legs. Plays a through ball now by Pansy into the box. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. And that attack comes to nothing once again. Manchester City didn't take their opportunity. Hasn't cleared the danger yet. One back by Manchester United. Here comes Manchester United playing it out from the back. intercepted. Now they cleared the danger. Manchester City looking like the team to score here. Coming forward once again. Here comes Manchester City, giving it away though cheaply by City. United are back in possession. Slight tackle comes in. And Man United are on the counter-attack. This time on the far side. Won back by Manchester City. Into the centre they go. Plays it forward. Nicely done. Here comes Manchester City in the back. And that attack comes to nothing. And Manchester United clears the danger once again. Coming forward down the centre. Switches it to this far side. Right, so here comes Manchester United on this far side. Can they put a ball into the box? Cut back now. Ball into the box. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Switching it from left to right. Over here. Into Manchester United's path. Here comes Manchester United. Coming forward now. Can they break the deadlock? No, they can't. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Plays it over the top. Won back by City. Won a throw in here in a dangerous position. Right, so quick throw-in goes in. Here comes Manchester City. Coming forward now. Through ball into the box. And it's no goal. And what has happened to the derby? Pressure by the striker here. And it's a mix-up by the defender, the keeper here. What has gone on? The keeper went to clear, touches it. Mistake by the keeper. Both confused. Bailey and the keeper in a natural came on, put the pressure here. And Bailey tries to clear it, but accidentally knocked it past the keeper. It went under and they took each other out. And it is 1-0 to Manchester City. And what has happened here? What has happened here? 87 minutes gone, right at the end of this first half whistle game. And Manchester City could have snatched the victory, and it's an own goal here. And the manager will be disappointed that. Jose Mourinho will be disappointed. Mixed up with the defender and the keeper. And Manchester United are behind. And Manchester City has broken the deadlock here. And it's been a stale game, to be honest. Manchester City was building the pressure. And the pressure got to Manchester United. But it's not over yet. Manchester United coming on this far side. Ball into the box. Cleared by Manchester United. It hasn't cleared yet. It's an equaliser. And Manchester City, poor defending, has given Manchester United a point in this game. Raphael says, hey Man U, like Man United. Hey Man. Right, so, but Manchester City has gifted Manchester United a point there. After all they need to do is hang on for a few more seconds there. Poor defending for both games. And it has finished. Manchester City won. Man United won in that game. Disappointed, guys. Right, so. But as you can see, guys, we're not probably going to win the title now. We're 13 points behind behind Chelsea. But that's going to be it for that stream too. We'll be back with a double stream tomorrow. I've got Fortnite tomorrow and another FIFA stream. Not sure which way I'll do it round. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the stream. Hopefully you had a good idea. I will be getting FIFA 418 for obviously Christmas. Which is coming. That's why I'm doing a lot of grind on FIFA 17. Hopefully you guys did have fun. If you do enjoy, turn on that notification bell, make sure to subscribe, and hopefully see you in the next one. This is Why Try, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a good time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye everyone. Bye.